So what happens when you really like someone or love someone? Okay, let's say love. You're in a relationship with them, but the problem is that you both want different things. How do you actually negotiate your relationship when you want to be together, but you feel like you're being pulled in different directions? Let's dive into that in this video. Hey everyone, I'm Renee Slansky. I am a professional dating and relationship coach, and I help women from around the world build successful love lives by breaking toxic cycles and setting themselves up for a mindset and a lifestyle that causes them to thrive in love. Okay, tip number one, in relationships, if you want to make them successful, or at least give them a chance to be successful, you have to communicate your expectations. Just pretending that things are okay isn't going to get you anywhere, and all it's going to do is cause resentment and disappointment. This is almost like getting in front of each other, laying everything on the table and saying, this is what I expect, what do you expect? And they'll be like, well, this is what I want and this is what I expect. Where do we actually sit with each other? It's the very first thing that you have to do, because if you're able to be transparent and authentic about what you truly desire, and I mean what you desire, not what you think they want to hear or what you hope you can say in order to get the right answer from them, you need to be like true to yourself, because otherwise it's just going to pop up later on. So communicate your expectations. The second thing to do during this conversation, rather, you need to listen, you need to ask, and then you assess. Face to face next to each other, and you take turns to talk. There is actually a marriage counseling exercise that you can do where one person has the cup or the wooden spoon, and whoever has the cup gets to talk, and then they hand it to the other person, and then the other person gets to talk. You don't get to speak unless you have the cup in your hand, and obviously you take turns. And this is basically designed to learn to say nothing and to just listen and create that safe place for that other person to be able to talk, so you can really give them an opportunity to say what it is that they need to say and then absorb it. Often what we do in communication is we just speak to say what we want to say, or we speak to demand. We don't speak to actually listen or to ask and learn. So by taking time to listen, ask simple but specific questions, and then assess the information that you've both given each other afterwards, it gives you an opportunity to really think about things logically rather than emotionally. Now, the third thing to do is find the compromise, but don't settle for second best. And there is actually a big difference between compromising and settling for second best. Compromise is something that is healthy and is needed in a relationship. However, compromise should actually be something that contributes to the relationship in such a way that it progresses, it has peace, and it is able to function at what is a normal, abundant level. There's always going to be some sort of give and take in a relationship, especially if you feel that, for example, maybe your situation is you're in different cities, or they need to move to a different country for their work, or they've got children and you don't have children. Life gets in the way. So there needs to be some flexibility here. However, it shouldn't be a one-way street. It shouldn't be one person doing all the compromising and the other person just being like, cool, I get to do whatever I want. It's not going to bring happiness. It's not going to bring balance. And it certainly isn't going to allow the relationship to move forward. Before I jump into the fourth point, if you're someone who really struggles with knowing how to set yourself up for what is just fundamental in a healthy relationship, download Guide to Successful Relationships. It's a little guide that I've put together. It gives you basically, I think there's 4 or 5 pillars in there that are fundamental to setting you up for success in love. I'll drop the link down below so you can check it out and go and take a read of that. Number 4, negotiate. Okay, come to some sort of conclusion, try it out, and then reassess again. Things aren't always going to work the right way the first way. So what you need to do is you need to work out, okay, well, where have we compromised here? You know, maybe we'll try your way for 3 months and then we'll try my way for 3 months, or let's have every second weekend together so that way you can still do what it is that you need to do with your children, whatever your situation is. Try that out, find something that is fair for both people and something that both of you agree on. Give it a go and give it a decent go. Don't just give up the first go, okay? Relationships are hard. We know this. They take effort, all right? Give it a decent go and then reassess. See how you both feel. Where do you need to tweak things? Is it actually working? Do you need to come up with another plan? Is there even a possibility that it's going to work at all? Or do you actually need to call it quits, which unfortunately can be the sad reality. And lastly, number 5. The whole goal behind having a healthy relationship is peace and progress. And you'll hear me say this in all my coaching and all my videos. If you want to identify if a relationship is healthy, there will be peace and there will be progress. Now, progress isn't always pretty. It does come with conflict. It comes with like trying and then failing and, you know, getting back up again, but you should be consistently moving forward. You shouldn't be stagnating. You shouldn't be going around in circles, and you definitely shouldn't be going backwards. And also peace. Peace is basically the underlying sense that this is going somewhere, that this is the right person, that this is mutual effort here, this is teamwork. It's not full of conflict, full of drama, full of tension. If peace and progress are lacking in your relationship, you really need to get to the core root of how you can make this work and if it even can work. Alright girls and guys, I hope that this video has really cleared some things up for you. Let me know if it has by dropping a thanks Renee down below. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification buttons. And another thing that I want to say, if you're somebody who really wants to be able to know more about how to set yourself up for love, obviously I've told you about my free guide. But I also have a group coaching membership program for women. And this is something that gives you access to all my coaching and other experts from around the world, and amazing advice on a platform that is safe, that is affordable, and that is accessible for you wherever you are. And it's called the Flourish Project. And what I'll do is I'll drop a link down below if you want to check it out, because right now at the moment I actually have a free 30-day trial. So you can go in, check it all out, absorb as much as you need to, and there's so much in there, and you literally pay 0. All right, girls and guys, I will see you next time. Bye for now.